Coming up in this video, if you weren't aware already, there's some seriously mysterious videos circulating online. These are the scary videos desperately needing an explanation. Number 15, lightning strike. While we've all seen some impressive lightning strikes in our day, this one will shock you. Published by Tito Radhakrishnan. In August of 2017, thunder roars before this rapid bolt of lightning strikes the water. The bolt sends the water flying high over the adjacent deck and reaching along the shoreline for a long while afterward. Some in the comments are saying that blast devices were used in the making of this video. Some note that a detonation cord lit up from the other side of the river. Even environmental scientists are weighing in, saying this is definitely not a natural lightning strike. Well, that just burst my bubble. Still, I agree with commenter Golden, who writes, regardless of being real or fake, this was cool AF. I just hope to never witness it in person. Number 14. Google Earth Extraterrestrial. This creepy video takes viewers on an adventure around the world through Google Earth, and what we discover is not of this world. Published by Kanon Mujik, the journey begins with a zoom toward Japan. Landing on the streets of an unknown city, Google Earth pans skyward between two buildings and spies this thing floating above. It looks like a squid or octopus. The dark figure's details are difficult to make out, but it has two thin limbs, a short abdomen, and a football-shaped head. What is this thing? Is it an extraterrestrial? Is it some creepy kite? Or is it the ocean in the sky? Number 13. Ghost crying. If you do a seance in a haunted home, expect the spirits to come out to play. Published by Ali H in March of 2022, something is wreaking havoc in this haunted house. After seeing this unexplained mess in their kitchen, this couple was left wondering who is responsible.
I closed the gate. I closed the gate. I closed the gate.
Maybe it's this weeping spirit. Do you hear that? Later, Ali is in another room of the home when a loud thud sounds from the next room. He goes to check it out and finds the spirits have made another tornado of a mess.
Oh no.
He tries to communicate with the poltergeist through a spirit box, and as he's recording, the spirit pulls up a chair.
Oh my.
Later, Ali hears someone or something coming up the stairs. Are the spirits gathering round? It certainly seems like it. Number 12. Crazy jet skiing. This jet ski is about to lose control. Posted to Instagram by Rob Warner 970. Talk about getting a little too close to the action. As the jet ski gets nearer the container ship, it kicks up in its wake and then knocks along the side of it. The driver starts to lose control. And then he's completely lost it. Soon he's tumbling like a pair of socks in the washer. Luckily, he comes out of this unscathed, but many in the comments are wondering why he didn't move over to the side to begin with. Was this what he was going for? We may never know. Number 11. Doorbell access. This would-be intruder seems to think a doorbell is the key to opening a door. Published by Fox 4 Dallas-Fort Worth in March of 2022. The resident of this apartment was home at the time in the medical district of Dallas when the suspect attempted to break in. The resident's doorbell camera alerted him to the potential intruder at around midnight. The suspect was caught on camera using a tool to attack the doorbell cam in an attempt to prevent the camera from capturing his image. But the resident had already seen the suspect's vehicle pull up on his doorbell cam app. He watched as the suspect walked straight toward the doorbell cam and tried breaking it with what the resident believes is bolt cutters.
Kind of tool, and he attacks the doorbell camera before trying to get in the house.
But before the camera was made inoperable, a clear image of the suspect was captured. By the time he arrived downstairs, the suspect had peeled out of the driveway. The resident immediately alerted police and then posted the suspect's image on Nextdoor, a neighborhood watch app. The suspect had apparently also been seen peering into other units in the neighborhood, with additional video of him entering new unoccupied construction properties in the area. After, he posted flyers of the man locally to alert the neighborhood to keep on the lookout. And now you can be on the lookout too. Number 10. Friday the 13th. Filmed on Friday, April 13th, 2007. This footage will give you a nightmare on Elm Street. Published in April of 2007. Writes, I set the camera up overnight, and this is what my dog has been barking at all these weeks. The video was filmed in the dark kitchen of the uploader's home. After a moment, you can see Adam's dog on high alert. What he is guarding against is made clear after a second. It looks like the blinds on the door have opened, and a light is turned on outside. The dog whimpers, and then the blinds slowly start rolling up. When they're about a third of the way up, they flick shut again. The dog is clearly concerned and stays there, guarding the door. What do you think is going on here? YouTuber 269 calls this video authentic, writing in the comments, At first I thought that maybe someone was hiding to the right in the dark, but I believe that your dog, unless trained by some military or authoritative entity, would have fouled the whole making of this video by running toward the hidden person and trying to play. Very interesting how the dog was focused on that single spot. What is he staring at? I sadly think we'll never know. Number 9. Mr. Jeffrey's House. Don't go house hunting on the dark web. Published by Luxury Dark in August of 2020. The guys were looking at an ad on the dark web that claimed over 36 people have gone missing in this creepy house over a 14-year period. So they bought it, and they shouldn't have. When they arrive at the place, the front door is unlocked. The insulation is protruding from the walls, and there's a bathtub in the middle of the upstairs hallway. Chester is pretty thrilled about the place's potential, but Parker is not at all impressed. This is where things get creepy. The boys split up, and Chester finds a door with the words "My Pets" written on it. You can hear groaning coming from behind it. The door is locked with a heavy chain, which Chester pries open with a crowbar. Meanwhile, Parker finds a small shoebox with the words "My Girls" written on it. Inside are driver's licenses. Back on Chester's cam, viewers are taken downstairs to see what these pets are, and they find them. People are being kept as caged pets in Mr. Jeffrey's house.
What the?
One points out the key on the wall, clearly wanting to be freed.
Key.
Upstairs, Parker finds these disturbing drawings. He notices the paint is still wet, which means these drawings are fresh.
Yo, that paint is still wet. I think someone's in here.
Back downstairs, Chester goes to free the captive people, but is interrupted by Parker calling from upstairs. When Chester brings Parker downstairs to show him the people in cages, the cages are empty. After looking for them around the house a little, the guys decide to leave this rotting place, only someone has taken over their vehicle. Will they get out alive? And is this Mr. Jeffrey or one of his pets? I think it's safe to say that the dark web isn't a reliable place to buy a house. This video only confirms that notion. Number 8. Shadow people lurking. Is this lighthouse guiding the passed away to the afterlife? Posted to the very spooky video subreddit, this mysterious clip caught a shadow figure lurking in an unoccupied house, which some in the comments say is actually St. Augustine Lighthouse. The footage shows a shadow figure passing slowly by mid-air. The figure looks like it's walking a foot or two off of the ground. It passes into a second room where it disappears. Redditor Her Deathly Ways notes that a second shadow figure to the left of the doorway seems to lean in upon the floating one's approach. Some in the comments believe off-camera figures are making the shadows. Others think it looks like the tall man from Hill House. What do you think is going on here? Do shadows haunt this lighthouse? If so, light the way home. Number 7. Hippo gives chase. Who knew that hippos were Olympic swimmers? Published by Mahol Mgren in August of 2008, this speedboat was traveling in Lake Baringo in Kenya when it met with a hungry hippo, or just an angry one. At first, you can't tell what's in the water. All you can see is that something enormous is making waves.
Oh wow, he's really chasing. You sit down, bro.
Then you see its head pop up in a frenzy. The hippo is extraordinarily fast, keeping pace with the small speedboat. After a while, the hippo gives up, and the waters are calm again. Believe it or not, hippos are the world's most dangerous mammals, after humans, taking the lives of some 500 people across Africa each year. Lions don't hold a candle to hippos. Mamas usually lash out to protect their young. While male hippos may get aggressive when they sense a threat. Not sure if this one is male or female. Either way, it's coming for ya. Number 6. Ghost Girl appearance. Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Purple Seaweed 1871. This Redditor wrote, Ghost Girl makes a small appearance. While renovating a trailer house I put on some ancestral land. Some strange things are happening. 28-second timestamp, bottom left corner. Let's watch their submission and see what they're talking about. There was certainly some debate about this video in the comments. Kendall K wrote, I see now the arm in the bottom left corner. While Riza Renee wrote, looks like someone stepped into frame briefly in the bottom left corner, but not enough to determine it to be a ghost. Heck, it could have been a curtain blowing in the wind. Tough to say what it was exactly. To which the Redditor responded, thanks but no curtains. And really, pal, looked like a dress. It surprised the heck out of me. Which side are you on here? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. Hovering object. While this doesn't look like your classic unidentified flying object, it certainly is one. Published by Arte Morbid in April of 2022, this scary video captured something hovering over a street in Mexico City. Security camera footage shows a dark object floating down the center of the street about a foot above the pavement. While the uploader thought it was a Mylar balloon at first, a closer look had him second guessing. He notes that it has a shadow and sometimes moves in a slight rotation. Some of the comments still think it's a Mylar balloon or a drone. Others think it's CGI. One commenter says it looks like it's morphing in and out. Do you have any other theories? I think there's certainly something mysterious going on here. Number 4, simulation. A group of friends was sitting on a beach when they saw this glitch in the matrix hanging above them. Posted to TikTok by PG Stories. What is that simulation in the sky? It looks like a tree branch just floating there, unattached to the nearby trees. Is this witchcraft? Some in the comments think a spider web has somehow suspended it there, but it sounds like a web of lies to me. Number 3, extraterrestrial on trail cam. What is this thing? Man or monster? Published by Top Generality in January of 2022, I came across this image on YouTube and wanted to track down its origins. I found a very similar image on Nicaraguan CGI channel JJPD Producciones, but this thumbnail didn't contain the full video either. The mysterious image is of a frighteningly large creature sprinting across a desert landscape with a hunched back and large cranium. The elongated limbs of the creature, combined with its foreign body structure, suggest it's something out of this world. The creature has obviously been captured in motion, so the trail cam may have exaggerated its features. Still, it doesn't resemble anything I've ever seen before. What do you think it is? Number 2, Haunted Bangkok. Thailand is crawling with haunted places. Published by Brandon Buckingham in April of 2022. This paranormal team explores the most haunted hotspots in Bangkok, along with musician Zillikami. The team first visits the Saturn Ghost Tower, where a Swedish tourist is said to have taken his own life on the 43rd floor in 2014, arriving at 2:30 in the morning. The team struggles to find an entrance, and eventually they hop the fence. Once inside, however, they're confronted by a man with a flashlight and another with a machete, both telling them to leave.
This is not possible.
Yes, it is. Hello. Sawadee Cup. Okay, we go.
We leave.
They do so, hurting themselves on the way out. Being that their exploration was cut short, the team then go to the Wat Don Temple graveyard, which is said to be full of unmarked graves. Unfortunately, they're again disappointed to find that there seems to be nothing haunted about it. They even find a brightly lit gym alongside the cemetery. Their third attempt to be haunted leads them to the so-called airplane graveyard. One of the planes is said to have been involved in an accident that ended the lives of 89 people on board.
Behind me is the airplane graveyard. It's a giant plane cut in half. Why does this exist? Why is this here? First impression is the only creepy thing about this is a homeless guy's hut.
After hopping the gate, they're again prematurely kicked out before they see anything. While they may not have achieved their mission of actually being haunted in any of the purportedly haunted places, they have succeeded in giving viewers a taste test of the most famous haunts in Bangkok. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Guardian Angel. Published by Curtis Gallegos in May of 2021. An actual guardian angel may have been caught on camera. The footage shows several people hanging out around a campfire. The cameraman is standing at a distance overlooking it when he spots something fluttering in the darkness above. Is it a bird? A bat? The flying object descends and looks like it grows a lot bigger. It even glows. It also seems to move in sync with a woman who's sitting in a chair below it. It then flutters upward and disappears into the darkness. The uploader thinks this figure was an angel, protecting his wife. What do you think this is?
I see that. I don't know what it is. They don't see it, I do. What is that?
Are you sure you want to be haunted by these videos for the rest of your life? because these are the 30 scary videos supposedly guaranteed to haunt you forever.